Ever wondered if the enchanting world of Harry Potter could leap off the page and into reality? Prepare to have your Muggle minds blown as we dissect the science, ethics, and societal impact of bringing magic into our world. Let's face it, we've all dreamt of uttering Aloha Mora to unlock any door or gracefully levitating objects with Wingardium Leviosa. But what if these spells weren't just fantasy? What if they were rooted in undiscovered scientific principles? Imagine Aloha Mora as a form of targeted energy manipulation, disrupting the molecular bonds of a lock mechanism. Perhaps it utilizes focused sonic vibrations, or even a yet undiscovered form of energy that bypasses physical barriers. Wingardium Leviosa could involve manipulating gravitational fields at a localized level. Maybe wizards possess the innate ability to generate anti-gravity waves, counteracting the Earth's pull on specific objects. This would require an immense amount of energy, raising questions about the source and efficiency of magical power. And what about Accio, the summoning charm? Could it be a form of quantum entanglement, linking the wizard to the desired object across vast distances? This would imply a deep understanding of quantum physics, far beyond our current comprehension. The very act of spellcasting raises fundamental questions about energy. Where does this power originate? Is it drawn from the environment, a personal reservoir within the wizard, or perhaps even another dimension? The implications are staggering. If magic is a form of energy, could it be harnessed and weaponized? The ethical considerations are immense. Imagine the potential for misuse, controlling minds, inflicting harm, or even altering reality itself. A world with magic would necessitate strict regulations and ethical guidelines to prevent abuse and ensure the safety of everyone, magical and muggle alike. Who would enforce these laws? How would we prevent magical dictatorships or the exploitation of the powerless? Dragons soaring through our skies, phoenixes rising from the ashes, house elves bustling about our homes. The introduction of magical creatures into our ecosystem would be nothing short of revolutionary and potentially catastrophic. Even seemingly benign creatures like house elves raise complex ethical questions. Are they sentient beings deserving of rights and autonomy, or are they simply tools to be used at our convenience? The Harry Potter series touches upon this issue, but a real-world scenario would demand a far more nuanced and comprehensive ethical framework. The introduction of magical creatures would also necessitate a complete overhaul of our understanding of biology and zoology. We would need to develop new methods of classification, study their unique physiologies, and understand their interactions with the environment. Imagine the challenges of containing and managing these creatures. How would we prevent dragons from attacking cities? How would we protect endangered magical species from poachers? The logistical and ethical hurdles would be immense. Furthermore, the existence of magical creatures could challenge our anthropocentric worldview. Would we be forced to acknowledge their intelligence and sentience, granting them rights and protections similar to those afforded to humans? This could lead to a profound shift in our understanding of our place in the universe. Envision a world where a hidden society of witches and wizards coexists alongside our own. How would this magical society be structured? What would be its relationship with the Muggle world? The possibilities and the potential for conflict are endless. Would wizards and witches integrate into Muggle society, or would they maintain a separate, hidden existence? The Harry Potter series suggests a degree of separation, but a real-world scenario might necessitate a more complex and nuanced relationship. Imagine the political ramifications. Would wizards and witches seek political representation? Would they form their own political parties? The introduction of magic into the political landscape could fundamentally alter the balance of power. The economic implications would be equally profound. Imagine the potential for magical innovations to revolutionize industries such as medicine, energy, and transportation. However, this could also lead to job displacement and economic inequality, creating new social divisions. The potential for conflict between the magical and Muggle worlds is a constant threat. Fear, misunderstanding, and prejudice could easily escalate into open warfare. The Muggle world, with its technological superiority, might see magic as a threat to be controlled or eradicated. The magical world, with its inherent power, might view Muggles as inferior and deserving of subjugation. The integration of magic into society would also raise fundamental questions about education and access to knowledge. Would Muggle children be allowed to learn magic? Would magical children be required to learn Muggle subjects? The answers to these questions would shape the future of both societies. Furthermore, the existence of magic could challenge our understanding of justice and law enforcement. How would we investigate magical crimes? How would we punish magical offenders? The legal system would need to adapt to the unique challenges posed by magic. What does the future hold for magic? Could magical abilities be enhanced through technology? Could Muggles learn to wield magic themselves? The possibilities are limited only by our imagination. Imagine a future where magic is integrated with technology. Wands could be replaced by sophisticated devices that amplify and control magical energy. Spells could be programmed and automated, making magic more accessible and efficient. Could Muggles, through scientific advancements, unlock their own latent magical abilities? Gene therapy, nanotechnology, or even brain implants could potentially activate dormant magical genes or create artificial magical pathways. The development of new spells and magical techniques could revolutionize fields such as medicine, energy, and communication. Imagine healing diseases with a wave of a wand, generating clean energy from thin air, or communicating telepathically across vast distances. However, these advancements could also have unforeseen consequences. The potential for misuse and abuse would be even greater. The gap between the magical and Muggle worlds could widen, creating new forms of inequality and conflict. The future of magic depends on the choices we make today. Will we embrace magic responsibly, using it to create a better world for all? Or will we succumb to fear and prejudice, allowing magic to become a source of division and destruction? The Harry Potter series offers a glimpse into the potential wonders and dangers of magic. It reminds us that power, whether magical or technological, must be wielded with wisdom, compassion, and a deep understanding of its potential consequences. The question isn't just could magic exist, but should it? And if it did, how would we ensure its responsible use for the betterment of all? The answers to these questions will determine the fate of our world, magical and Muggle alike. The magic of Harry Potter has sparked our imaginations, but the real magic lies in exploring the possibilities and implications of such a world.